Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Lala and today I'm going to be showing you guys how I made my baby girl's third birthday cake. Okay, yeah, so she loves strawberries, so I made a cake. Unfortunately, I did not make it the flavor and the color I wanted. I got distracted and I forgot. So anyways, so here I'm using my homemade cake mix. I'm going to be putting a video out on that so you can make your own. And I basically just put it in the stand mixer and I just beat it a little bit so any lumps that was created is now out. And I added my butter and my vanilla, my eggs, and yeah. So I'm just gonna mix that up until it's nice and smooth. So basically I added my eggs one at a time and beat it until it's fully incorporated. Then I just stopped my mixer and scrape down my bowl, making sure everything in the bottom is being mixed properly. Okay, so now that's done, I'm going to put it in my prepared pans. So I have two 7 inches and two 6 inches cake pan, so 7 by 3 and 6 by 2 inches, and I'm trying to put a little bit more in the 7-inch pan because it's gonna be at the top. Sorry, I have two 7 inches and three 6 inches, so yeah, I put a little bit more batter in the 7-inch pan because it's gonna be the top of the cake. So yeah, so I baked those off and they're cooled, and I'm just going to cut whatever dome is on top of the 6 inches because I want those to be flat. Okay, so here I'm adding a little bit of cream cheese frosting to that. One thing I would have changed about this cake, the frosting, I should have used a more sturdy frosting, but I had this on hand, so I just used it. And yeah, it worked out fine at the end, but it made my job a little bit harder. Okay, so I cut off the dome on the 7 inch as well, but I kept the dome on one of them because I need that's gonna be the front of the strawberry. Okay, so basically I started out with 3 6 inches, but my kids could not wait, so I just gave them one to eat. So now I ended up with 2 6 inches and 2 7 inches. Okay, so now that I've put my frosting in the middle, I popped it in the fridge, and now that it's chilled, I'm going to start I'm going to cut a part of it off, and so that I can lay that flat. Okay, there we go. It doesn't look like much now because I didn't want to bake so much cake that I have to carve so much of it, and then it's like, you know, wasted or whatever. So yeah, basically all the part that I cut off so that I could lay this flat, I actually put it on the back of this, so to, like, you know, that's gonna be the end of the strawberry. So now I'm just taking my time and I'm carving, and yeah, so I'm not used to doing carved cakes. I love doing them, so I'm gonna try my best to do more of this. But yeah, it's pretty fun, but I don't like to waste cake, you know what I mean? I don't make that much cake pops, so carving cakes and you know, all the scraps and stuff, my kids, they're not gonna eat scraps, they want the actual cake. So making cake pops from this, I just wanted to, I thought about it really well, and I said, you know what, the front part is gonna be bigger, so let me make bigger cakes for that, and then smaller cakes, and then I'll work my way down so I don't have to carve too much. So that's what I did there. That's why it looks so funny now, but it does work out at the end, as you can see my picture. Yeah, so I'm just carving it until I'm satisfied. I did not use a template for this or anything. I just freehand because you know, I buy so much strawberries, so I already know how they look and how I want it to look like. So if you do attempt this cake and you feel like you do need to use a template, then go right ahead. There's no shame, right? So the whole time I was praying, y'all, I ain't gonna lie, the whole time I was praying that this did not get ruined and everything, because it's not like I didn't have any more ice and sugar to do this, and her birthday is already, I think I did this on her birthday, which was last Wednesday anyway, so it wasn't that long ago. But yeah, I pretty much just said, you know what, I'm gonna wing it. Mommy got this. Baby girl is getting her strawberry shaped cake, and that's what I did. So thank God for that. It worked out. But anyways, I'm just rounding it off because you know how a strawberry looks. It's rounded at the top and it tapers down. So that's what I did. So because my frosting was getting a little bit soft, I did pop it back in the fridge just to chill it down a little bit, so that everything gets a little bit firmer. So yeah, I worked my way onto this. So yeah, so basically I cut underneath a little bit to round that off so it doesn't look so flat. So it's, you know, it gives you the illusion that it's actually a strawberry sitting on top of a cake plate, so it doesn't look so flat. So I rounded off the bottom close to where the board is. So yeah, and I'm just rounding off the front. I'm gonna cut a little hole. That's where our stem and our leaves are gonna go. So you want that little groove right there. Okay. Alright, so now that I'm satisfied with the shape, I'm going to give it a crumb coat, and then I'm going to pop it in the fridge or the freezer to firm up. So I just got my bed scraper to get all those excess buttercream off. So yeah. I'm just trying to neaten it up. It doesn't have to be completely neat because we're gonna do a second coat to this. So I popped it in the fridge and now it's chilled. I'm putting on my second coat. Like I said, if I could redo this, which I think I might, I will use the American buttercream that's already on my channel. I'll link that in the description box below. And instead of a soft icing as a cream cheese icing, yeah, I should have made it a little bit stiffer. But anyways, it did work out. It was from table to fridge, so it didn't really matter. But if you're making this for somebody and you have to transport it, do not use cream cheese frosting unless it's a very thick and stiff one, okay? Alright, so try to smooth that up as much as I can. So yeah, here I have my red fondant. I'm trying out a new fondant, and let me tell you, this is my first and my last time using this. It's not the greatest. I had this fondant for another project, and then I thought about making my daughter this cake, so I used it. And I mean, I wouldn't say I wouldn't use it again. It's not ideal to cover a cake because it was so stiff. As much as I warmed it up in the microwave and everything to get it more soft in order to so I could roll it better and stuff, it gave me a lot of problems. But if I have to like cut out shapes and stuff with it, this will be fine. This will be perfect actually, because it has that stiffness. But to cover a cake, I would recommend. Usually I make my own fondant, but being that I had this in this color, and red fondant is very hard to make, at least for me. Yeah, I said, you know what, I'll put that other project on hold, and I'll make this. But the fondant is not ideal for covering, but it worked out fine. So here I was just making some holes, not really holes, just some dents in where I'm gonna put all those it's called ovaries on the strawberry. So yeah, but like I said, I had a lot of problems with this fondant because when I put those dents in there, after a while it starts to diminish. There was not much. I had to redo it, you'll see. So here I have my yellow gum paste. It's actually gum paste, I'm just using what I had on hand. And I'm gonna be breaking off little pieces to make my upside down teardrop shape. So yeah. So I was rolling it in the palm of my hands, and then yeah, so basically I rolled out a few of them, and I just had to redo some of those holes. I didn't put it on camera because I mean I already showed you guys how I did it, and I didn't want it to be like so repetitive. So I'm using my homemade edible glue, and I'm just using that to put those ovaries on the strawberry. I was trying my best to get them deeper because I didn't want them to be so like right on top of the cake, but like I said, this one, I was so disappointed, but I kept going because I'm like, you know what, because all the plans that I had for this, I wanted to be a glossy strawberry where I was gonna put some gloss on there, but it didn't work out. But you know what, it looked good at the end and she loved it, so that's all that matters to me. Yeah, and plus I'm kind of out of practice, I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, I'm just redoing the holes. That's not how I wanted to do it, but anyways, yeah, I'm happy the way it turned out, to be honest. So basically I ran out of those teardrops, so I basically had to make some more. And yeah, I did this within I think 2 or 3 days, the space of 2 or 3 days. I think it was 3 days. Yeah. Okay, I'm happy with that. So basically here I have my green gum paste, and on the internet I looked up for a calyx and I enlarged it, and that's what I'm using as my template for the leaves. So I'm just gonna cut that out and then add it to my cake. So basically I'm cutting out 2 of these. Yeah, I cut out like 2 of these, and then yeah, I'm just gonna glue them to my cake. There we go. So now I'm just gonna neaten that up a little bit, and then yeah, now I could add it to my cake. So I just used some of my gum glue, and I'm just gonna stick those leaves on. I don't mind that one sticking off. Then I'm gonna do the other one, but put the leaves in between that one, in between the first one, so you can see all the leaves basically. Now it's coming together looking like a strawberry. Alright, so now I'm gonna make that little stem that's always on the top of the strawberry. Well, not always, but you know what I mean. So I'm just rolling it out into a log, and then I'm gonna cut a good sized piece, and I'm gonna put a toothpick in, 2 toothpicks, and then I'm going to add it to my cake. Yeah, so I didn't really like how that looked because it was a little bit too big, so I basically just cut it down a little bit more, and then I reinserted my toothpicks, and then I'm gonna put a little bit of glue to hold that, and then yeah, and there we go. My strawberry is done. So what I'm trying to do here is create a fabric type of look. So it's like the strawberries laying on top of a fabric, and yeah, that's the type of look I'm going for here. So I'm just laying it down as not neatly. You don't want it to be neatly. I ruffled it a little bit so it looks like fabric. If it was flat, it just looked flat. But yeah, so I basically just put my finger under it if I have to, and just ruffle it a little bit. Just trim the edges to make it look a little bit neater and not hang over the edge, and then yeah, and there we have it. My strawberry cake is done, y'all. Oh, 3 long days. Look at it. How beautiful is that? A lot of troubles, but it turned out great. So I hope you guys like this video. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for coming, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.